Hello, and welcome back to Are You Ready for Your Inspection podcast. I'm your host, Vanessa Dooley. I am an early years consultant based in Hampshire in the UK, but we travel far and wide throughout the UK. So in this podcast, we are going to dig and dive deep into the world of education and childcare with a particular focus, which is what the podcast is all about, on preparing for inspections. However, what we need to be remembering is it's not just about satisfying Ofsted, it's about ensuring that our children are at the heart of everything that we do. So let's get started. So to start off, I just want to clarify a few things to you. So we're going to talk and focus on this session. And we call them golden nuggets so that they're short and sweet and you can take the time to listen to them, whether you're driving to work, listening on the bus, or just walking the dogs. If you're anything like me, that's how I listen to my podcast. So we're going to be clarifying and talking about what safeguarding truly means. In the early years context, safeguarding refers to the measures that we take to ensure that the welfare, the safety and the protection of children under our care is paramount. It is clear, it's the top priority, that's what we do. It includes everything from health and safety practices, so things like risk assessments, things like medication, things like accidents and incidents, so health and safety practices, to child protection practices, their policies and their procedures. That's what safeguarding is all about. But as we discussed, it's more than just compliance. It's about creating an environment where children feel safe, valued and nurtured. Now, I know this will be triggering some of you who are listening to it, and please bear with me. My remit of this podcast is called Are You Ready for Your Inspection? But actually safeguarding trumps that. But if I can link safeguarding to being ready for your inspection so that you are really ensuring that you have a clear understanding of the process and the procedures of safeguarding, then my job is done, because surely it is all about embedding it into our brain and making sure that safeguarding is top priority. So we want to be thinking about putting the children at the forefront. That is what we do, why we do what we do. So working as early years consultant in the UK, we know that children should always have and always be our primary concern. We need to remember this, that this is why it's important that it's child-centered approach to safeguarding, and it's not just for inspections. It is a fundamental part of our profession. Okay, I want to get that across to you. It is a fundamental part of our profession. It means that every decision we make, every policy we implement, and every action we take should be guided by what's best for the children that are in our care. Fact, again, I'm going to go back to what I've just said. Safeguarding is not just for inspections. It is a fundamental part of our profession. Okay, so we need to be making sure that we understand the benefits, and there are numerous benefits of this approach. When we prioritize children, we create not only a place where they can thrive and learn and develop, but we are creating a safe and nurturing environment where they are able to thrive and learn and develop. So not only does this contribute to their emotional well-being, but also leads to happier, more engaged, motivated, enthusiastic learners, and we are the facilitators of that learning. And we need to remember that child-centered approach enhances the overall quality of early years education. Again, I'm going to repeat it again, it's a fundamental part of our profession. Safeguarding, is ongoing commitment. It needs to be the forefront of everything we do, and we don't just do it for Ofsted. But if I can link it to ensuring that you're ready for your inspection and making sure that because we all know that safeguarding, if we get safeguarding wrong in our inspection, we know the grade it's going to be. So actually, there are two parts to it, of getting you ready for your inspection, but also understanding why it is the fundamental part of our profession. So we need to be reminded that actually collaboration among early years professionals, parents, communities play a pivotal role in ensuring the safety and well-being of children. And by working together, we can share best practices, identify areas for improvement, and create a network that not only is supportive, but it benefits both children and professionals and practitioners. And continuous improvement is a key to providing the best possible care. I want to think about also that the real life impact of child-centered safeguarding approach. We know that children, most children, majority of children that are in your care will be in your care longer than they are when they're at home. So actually, we need to be making sure that we are at the top of understanding of why we need to be listening to those children's voices, because when a children makes a disclosure about something, we need to be making sure that we are taking it on board and acting on it. We need to be making sure we follow our safeguarding processes and our procedures, and making sure that we contact our safeguarding partners, or whether it is still local safeguarding children's board, which most counties and most local authorities now are safeguarding partners. We need to be making sure that we're prioritising children's well-being, which leads to positive outcomes, both for children themselves and for our early years settings. We need to be making sure that we create the environment where children can flourish, where they can thrive, where they feel that it is safe for them to be able to share with their key person or anybody in the setting about what's going on in their lives, what's going on when they're not in the settings, and actually what is going on in the settings, so they feel comfortable. And it's children's voices. It's making sure that we are listening to children's voices and not dismissing what they're saying. And by putting children at the forefront of everything we do, we ensure that early years education remains a place of growth, of learning, of exploration, of joy and play. And it's really important that we get this message across, that we're not just focusing on safeguarding for an inspection. And I know that's my remit. My remit is being ready for your inspection. And one of the biggest things in that is safeguarding. But I need you to take that safeguarding is just not an add-on. It is something that needs to be done all on its own. And I wish I had this many years ago, many years ago, that, you know, safeguarding takes trumps, it paramounts, it takes overall priority of everything that we do. But it was also a pivotal part of being ready for your inspection. But also we need to remember, and I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again, it is a fundamental part of our profession, and we need to be professionally curious. We're not being nosy, and the whole point of being professionally curious are asking those questions to ensure that children are able to be listened to. We are taking our procedures, and we don't have those policies in place just because of Ofsted. We have those procedures in place because safeguarding is paramount. Safeguarding is all about ensuring that children are at the heart of everything that we do. And again, I'm going to say it one more time, you're going to be sick of it, but it is a fundamental part of our profession. So thank you for joining me. I wanted to get this across because I've had a few interesting conversations where people are saying, Vanessa, you shouldn't just be focusing on safeguarding regarding inspections. And those people are right. Those people are right. But the thing with this podcast is being ready for your inspection, and safeguarding is a fundamental part of that. However, it is a fundamental part of our profession. So I thank you for joining me. if you don't know who I am, my name is Vanessa Dooley, and I am part of the founder of Jigsaw Early Years Consultancy based in Hampshire. If you've got any questions or you'd like to share your own experiences with safeguarding and inspections early years, please, 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 please feel free to reach out to me. And until next time, let's keep children being put first. And that's really what that truly matters in the world of education. And I hope this helps you. Have a great week. If you found this episode informative, please subscribe, rate, leave a review. Your feedback really helps us discover, others discover our podcast. And actually there has been over 30,000 downloads. So I want to thank you for that. Stay tuned and I will speak to you next week. And have a great week. And I'll see you really, really soon. Take good care.